What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including where in the world is The Rock? Dominic Mysterio runs over a fan at WrestleMania 41. The real reason why Stone Cold Steve Austin was late to his entrance. AJ Styles turns down the Hall of Fame. John Cena reveals he got a hair transplant. What is really happening with Bayley? Is Becky Lynch only back part-time? Cody Rhodes calls out the WrestleMania build. Roman Reigns' special WrestleMania moment revealed. A wrestling legend buries the main event of Night 2 and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now our first story looks at where in the hell is The Rock? Now our top story today takes a look at the fallout of WrestleMania 41 as we ask, where in the hell is The Rock? Our fans are baffled that The Rock failed to make an appearance at WrestleMania 41. The Rock was the catalyst for the John Cena heel turn, yet he's failed to make a single appearance between Elimination Chamber and now. Where is the final boss? Well, fans are collectively screaming out on social media, and for very good reason. Now, it's now been reported by various sources, including Corey Hayes of PW Nexus, that the final boss was never planned for WrestleMania 41. Yeah, that's right, The Rock was involved in one of the biggest WWE angles of all time, and then just dipped. And there's no news on if he's set for Raw tonight or any subsequent appearances, but The Rock missing the biggest show of the year is inexcusable. Next up, Dominic Mysterio runs over a fan at WrestleMania 41. One of the main talking points of WrestleMania was the fact that a woman in the audience was seemingly hurt during Stone Cold Steve Austin's entrance. Unfortunately, now WWE have bigger issues to deal with, as after WrestleMania Night 2 had ended, the new Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio was being driven to the post-show set, but the vehicle he was in ran down a fan. Now, as you can see, the golf buggy was going through a number of people in the crowd, and it seemed like the fan moved into the vehicle rather than the vehicle moving into him. Maybe the fan got too overzealous at the thought of seeing his hero Dominic Mysterio in person. Now, it's unclear if the fan is hurt or what occurred next, but the footage is going viral. Let's hope that he's okay. Next up, why was Stone Cold Steve Austin late to his entrance? Now, when Stone Cold Steve Austin's music hit at WrestleMania 41 Night 2, it seemed like forever for him to get down to the stage. The fans in attendance were waiting and waiting and waiting, but what really happened before his entrance? Well, a video has surfaced online of Stone Cold actually missing the WrestleMania ramp and heading straight into a dead end. The staff and personnel had to move Austin back, where Austin would then hit the ramp and charge straight down. Well, if that wasn't bad enough, he also crashed. Maybe he had too many Broken Skull beers before the show. Next up, AJ Styles turns down the Hall of Fame. Now, it was revealed this weekend by wrestling legend AJ Styles that TNA wanted to induct him into their Hall of Fame. However, in a shocking twist, the former TNA World Champion declined the request, and according to AJ during a Fanatics Live, he felt it was disrespectful for WWE to say yes. There was a point where they wanted to induct me into the TNA Hall of Fame, but I felt like, at that time, it would have been a little disrespectful to WWE. I think it's more fitting to go in any Hall of Fame once I've officially wrapped up my in-ring career. I wrestled all over the weekend and I'm grateful for every opportunity, but I want to wait until I'm finished before I accept anything like that. Now, it's easy to see AJ's point here. However, with WWE and TNA having a healthy working relationship, it's likely that WWE would have embraced the idea. Next up, Chyna to enter the Hall of Fame. Speaking of the Hall of Fame, there's a lot of buzz surrounding the possibility of Chyna entering the WWE Hall of Fame, and now Triple H has confirmed that it will indeed happen. Speaking on the post-WrestleMania press conference, the game stated, "I don't know about next year, but it's definitely happening. There's a lot of people when you say the Hall of Fame, there's a lot of names that should be in the Hall of Fame, and should be in the Hall of Fame. But you can't just put them all in at once, right? And there will be the right moment." The game will then offer specific praise to Chyna's work and legacy. As far as Joni or Chyna, her contributions to the business alone, I mean, you see it. I can see it in all these women. We're at the age, unfortunately, where they all grow up idolizing her and see it in their work. I see it in their demeanor. I see it in what they think works and doesn't. Chyna taking a rightful place in the Hall of Fame has been a long time coming, and hopefully it happens sooner rather than later. Next up, Triple H talks Vince McMahon. Triple H received some criticism this weekend for mentioning Vince McMahon during his Hall of Fame speech. The game has now doubled down on his call to mention McMahon, as this is what he had to say during the aforementioned press conference last night. "None of us would be here. None of us, right? Pretty hard not to mention him." The criticism is valid, however it's easy to understand why the game would want to mention McMahon in some capacity in his Hall of Fame induction speech. Next up, what's really happened with Bayley? WWE deciding to switch out Bayley for Becky Lynch at WrestleMania last night was a very bold call. Bayley is seen as one of the top stars in the women's division, and it felt unfair to pull her from WrestleMania at the last moment. It's been reported that Bayley isn't injured in any capacity, and this is just the creative direction WWE are taking. According to Triple H last night, he urged fans not to worry about the former women's champion, noting that she'll be just fine. Don't worry guys, Bayley will be just fine. A true pro. Hopefully this leads to a huge angle with a satisfactory payoff. Next up is Becky Lynch part-time. Now, there was some concern that Becky Lynch, who's now reached the upper echelon status in WWE, may take on a part-time schedule. Thankfully, Lynch has immediately shut these rumors down, as speaking on the post-show press conference, she revealed, "Yeah, the man don't do part-time. Come on now. When I go hard. I go hard until I can't go no more. Or I take a little break." Whilst Lynch is without a doubt in the swan song portion of her career, it's wonderful to see her still committing to a full-time role within WWE. Next up, John Cena got a hair transplant. Now, fans, including ourselves, have always poked fun at John Cena's bald spot, and it seems that the barbs have gotten to Cena so much that he revealed on the Pat McAfee show that he actually got a hair transplant. John explained on the Pat McAfee show, "Thank you for bullying me into getting surgical hair replacement." Cena revealed that he got the hair transplant in November of last year. Next up, Rey Mysterio injury update. Rey Mysterio was pulled from WrestleMania 41 due to an injury on this week's SmackDown, and now we know the extent of the legend's injury. Appearing on the WrestleMania pre-show, Mysterio stated that he suffered a torn groin. "It's unfortunate that I suffered a torn groin on Friday night at SmackDown and I wasn't able to perform. Live to fight another day." The recovery time for this type of injury varies, but hopefully it won't keep Mysterio out of action for an extended period. Next up, a major WWE return pitched. Joe Hendry was revealed as a surprise opponent for Randy Orton at WrestleMania 41, but it's now been reported by Corey Hayes that Jeff Hardy was one of the names pitched for the spot. This would have been insane to witness, and you can only imagine the pop the crowd would have given the former WWE champion. Hardy would have definitely been a wise choice, as he'd been a name that could have easily afforded a loss, yet it's possible that WWE wanted to showcase TNA and their world champion. Next up, a WWE PLE in Australia announced. During Night 2 of WrestleMania 41, it was announced that WWE is now heading back to Australia in October 2025. Although no specific dates were given, the tour involved the traditional Raw and SmackDown tapings, as well as a featured premium live event featuring John Cena. Next up, Cody Rhodes calls out the WrestleMania build. The build to the Cody Rhodes vs John Cena WrestleMania match was a mixed bag, and Rhodes himself has taken issue with a key part of the story. According to Rhodes during an interview with Michael Cole, he wishes the build focused on him preventing Cena from winning world title number 17. I wish that's what the match was related to, more than the fact that here is John saying, "I'm leaving and I'm trying to take the title with me. Now I'm the one who's been tasked with safeguarding it for all of WWE and WWE's future." This would have been a much better approach to take, and it would have definitely reduced some of the main criticisms directed towards the rivalry. Next up, a wrestling legend buries WrestleMania's Night 2 main event. It's not just the build to Cody Rhodes vs John Cena that received criticism, as the match itself last night left a lot to be desired. One notable wrestling personality who's wasted no time in going in on the match is Eric Bischoff, as Bischoff pretty much shares the sentiment of the audience. Speaking on his podcast last night, Bischoff stated that Rhodes and Cena had a lack of chemistry, and the story in the match was a major issue. I have to believe when both those guys watch this match back, they're gonna go, "We missed it. We missed the mark because that match just didn't create emotion. The responsibility is equal among the parties. The chemistry wasn't there. I don't think the story was there to begin with. The heel turn was soft. I didn't say it's bad, but it was soft. It wasn't compelling. There was nothing that felt different than a million other turns we've seen before." Now, as things stand, the main event matchup has a cage match rating of 3.18, making it one of the lowest rated WrestleMania main events in company history. Next up, Roman Reigns' special WrestleMania moment revealed. Roman Reigns has received endless praise for his elite performance in the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania. Now it's been revealed by Reigns that 40 members of his family were able to attend WrestleMania this year to see him perform. Speaking to ESPN, Reigns stated that due to the passing of Sika and Alpha, the family trip to WrestleMania was cancelled last year, but they put it right with WrestleMania 41. "I got 40 family members, all family. I never had this much family that's not actually in the business here to watch me and support me. Last year was huge for me, but unfortunately my father and my uncle passed away through the summer. They were on their last days, so my family had to cancel. Thank God we were able to recycle everything and just make it happen this year." The main event match must have been an incredibly emotional match for Reigns, and there perhaps wasn't a better match for his family to see him perform in than a certified classic. And finally, Paul Heyman banned. Our final story today takes a look at the hilarious reaction to Paul Heyman turning on CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Jimmy's Famous Seafood took to their official social media channels this weekend, and they stated that due to Heyman's heel turn, he's officially banned from all of their restaurants. For immediate release due to his contemptible actions last night, Paul Heyman aka Judas is hereby banned from both Jimmy's Famous Seafood and the Island of Relevancy. It's always awesome to see the crossover appeal of WWE, and the fact that Heyman will no doubt respond to this in due course makes the ban even more hilarious. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.